Hello everyone, John Weber here in Bluffton, South Carolina, bringing you another video about the lifestyle and the culture of the Lowcountry. I've been doing some thinking about what type of video I could put out. A lot of people email me and give me suggestions, and because of where we live here in the Hilton Head and Bluffton area of South Carolina, we have a lot of people coming down for retirement and relaxation. So what I thought I would do is create a video based on the 5 pillars of retirement. I've actually been studying this for over 35 years, watching retired people, pre-retirees, buy real estate, join clubs, live in gated communities, all of that. So if you're interested in something like that and you watch the channel on a regular basis, this might be a really good video for you. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about the 5 pillars of retirement. So the 5 pillars of retirement. A little bit of a background story on this first of all. In 1985, I was hired as Director of Sales and Marketing for a gated community in Williamsburg, Virginia, and I've been in the business ever since. And we really did a great job marketing pre-retirees and retirees. People would come down, they would buy real estate, they would join the golf club, live in the gated community. And I watched all these people for years and years and years. I watched how they adapted, how they might not have adapted. I also have a brother who did some consulting in a West Virginia project, talking about Blue Zone, getting people healthy. So I have a little bit of a background with that also, and did a little research on the 5 pillars of retirement. These 5 pillars are very, very important. And when you're looking at retirement property and you're coming down and you've been working your entire life, and let's just say you live in Connecticut or Massachusetts or Ohio, whatever, and you've worked your whole life, you've worked 35, 40 years at a job, and that was your purpose, that job, and all of a sudden you're going into a territory you've never even been in before. You haven't put a whole lot of thought into it. You had your goals, but now you're going to be moving to a warmer climate. You might come to this area of South Carolina. You might go to Florida. You might go to the mountains. Who knows? So there are 5 important pillars to this whole retirement thing that's going on with 76 million baby boomers that are moving through into retirement. 10,000 people a day turn 65 years old. You know, as you enter this next chapter of your life, you're going to be embarking in new territory, and I didn't just write 5 things down what I thought. I did some research on this. I looked at the Blue Zone website. I looked at numerous websites, actually wrote a blog post on this, and I determined there's 5 areas for longevity, and you have a window. You have from age, let's say, 62, 65 to late 70s maybe, because when you get to 80, things are slowing down. They just are. So you've got this window that with these 5 pillars, you can really enjoy retirement. And the number 1 pillar is spirituality. So what does spirituality really mean? It means that you open your heart up and you a little less ego. You've worked your whole life in a particular job, and this is understanding this world is there's more to it than going to work every day. There's a higher being, whatever you might believe in, but the fact of the matter is we're all sitting on a rock going through space at 66,000 miles per hour, and we're actually spinning at 1,600 miles an hour. All true. And what's the point here? What are we doing? And I think in this retirement phase of your life, the spirituality and understanding it's a bigger picture is very, very important. Number 2, purpose. What is your purpose in life? Now, during your working years, whether you're male or female, you've worked for years and your purpose is get up out of bed, go to your job, earn the money, pay the bills, enjoy life. It's a different ball game now in this chapter, and I always tell people when they're riding in my car looking at real estate, because as I always say, I'm a licensed real estate broker with Charter One Realty, that this should be the best time of your life, that you're down here, you're looking in Bluffton or Hilton Head, and you're looking for that, quote, dream home. And what's your purpose? Once you get out of your job and you're not working anymore, and you move to an area like this, you're going to want to have a purpose in your life. And whatever that is, there are so many things to get involved in this area. There's churches, there's the community that you live in, and typically down here it's going to be a gated community. You're going to meet all kinds of people. You're plugged in socially, it's automatic. And I think to take a deep dive and decide what your purpose is so you can enjoy these retirement years is instrumental in finding happiness. Number 3, third pillar, physical movement. This is a biggie. I've been fortunate my whole life where I've actually just worked out my whole life. Not every single day, but I stay active, played golf, and done various sports in my whole life. But I've always understood that the big picture, we're going to go all the way to the end here. And if I'm 100 pounds overweight, my health is poor, I don't really work out, it's just going to be a bad ending. So the physical movement is a really big deal. And I live in Moss Creek actually, and I'll go up to the gym quite a bit, and I don't really see that many people up there, but I see the regulars just like any gym. But physical movement is huge. Now that can mean that you go to the gym, you play golf, yoga, walk, ride a bike, kayak, bocce ball, tennis, pickleball. I mean, it's endless. You have got to get out of the house, and you have got to have physical movement because you were meant to be this way. Move instead of sitting at a desk. You're not going to sit at a desk anymore. You're going to sit around the pool and maybe do a little work on your laptop or your iPad. But physical movement's the next one. Fourth pillar to retirement is nutrition. Nutrition's a biggie. You got to feed the engine. If you're doing physical movement, you're going to need energy. I've always said that food is the most powerful drug in the world, because if I'm really drained of energy and I have a nutritious meal, within 30 minutes I start to feel so much better. So you're going to have to, instead of running out of the house to your job, you're going to get 3 meals a day. Breakfast is the most important one. And you're going to begin understanding the facts about nutrition because you don't have to go to a job anymore. This is what we call the good life down here. I've been very fortunate. I am married to a gourmet chef, and I've eaten like a king all these years, and I understand nutrition. And now that I'm getting older, we're into plant-based foods quite a bit, cutting down on meat, increasing wine. That's right, increasing wine. Blue Zone says you can drink a lot of wine every night. So anyway, nutrition is a big deal. We have all kinds of healthy options down here. We have Fresh Market, Whole Foods, new and Low Country Fresh in the area. Right across the street from Moss Creek is Nantucket's. All kinds of places that gives you the option of eating healthy food. So nutrition is the fourth pillar. Fifth and final pillar to retirement is social belonging. This is a biggie. And this is where we really shine in the Low Country, because we have all these gated communities. This is not, if let's say you live in a neighborhood in Connecticut, you're going to know people on your street, and maybe people you meet through church, and maybe a handful of people you meet through your job. You move down here, you're going to live in a gated community, most likely. And the social functions are unbelievable. I mean, they give you a calendar every month. There's always something going on. You can just do whatever you want to do, but social belonging with like-minded people. This is why Sun City and Latitude Margaritaville are so popular, because for the price of real estate, anywhere between $350 to $450, right in there, there are hundreds of clubs, organizations, places where you can connect. Now, the nicer golf communities with a higher price tag still offers you the same thing, but they're all active, every one of them. You can't come down and buy a house and stay in your house. That's not going to fly. You've got to incorporate these 5 pillars to retirement, and it's scientific, it's proven, and I think it's super, super important to enjoy the last chapter of your life and what life's all about, actually. Grandkids, family, social belonging, staying healthy, keep moving, eat right. Did I mention wine? Drink some wine, preferably red. But you got to keep your brain stimulated, reading books, going to see lectures. We have all of that down here. We have the Coastal Community Theater down here. I mean, as much as you want. So all of the 5 pillars you can incorporate in this area. So I urge you to maybe watch this video a couple of times. You can do your own research if you want to. But these are the things that we're all about down here, the 5 pillars to a happy life, retiring in the Low Country. And when you do, as I said, I'm a licensed real estate broker with Charter One Realty. I've got the John Weber team. We have all kinds of connections with attorneys down here, home inspectors, handymen, to get you going in this new life of yours. So I urge you to contact us. A lot of people contact me off YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. And I met some fantastic people. I just met some people the other day from Beijing. So Dusseldorf, Germany. Great people. So anyway, contact us, the John Weber team. Come down and see us, and we'll talk about the 5 pillars. These are really, really good. So give you something to read about, study up before you see me. We'll see you in the Low Country.